Once upon a time, there was this worker named Pepsi, and he was working on a tree, and he was picking some fruits on the tree. They're obviously watermelon, because obviously watermelon, we all know, grow from trees. So he was working and picking the watermelons from the watermelon tree. And while he was doing it with all his friends, you also right next to them there are other people, and they're on a wall building a wall. And while he was doing it, he Pepsi was planning to do something, because what Pepsi wanted to do is that after he eats a watermelon from the watermelon tree, he was gonna work on something and find the magical carrot, because there's the magical carrot which makes you into a carrot. And so he wanted to find the magical carrot, so he becomes the magical carrot. And he always wanted to be this carrot and find the magical carrot. And while he was on this tree, the people next to him on the wall, so they realized, oh, it's time, I gotta say Shema. So, well, I'm on a tree and I just have to have a Kavana for this part of the time. And I could do that. I'm not like doing Shemona Esrei. That would not be allowed. But I'm allowed to do this. And so they're starting to do it. But then the wall fell on the tree. And so then he didn't have any more watermelons. You know what they called it? Squash. So, anyways, he was upset because now he just has squash and he doesn't like squash. So Pepsi left and was walking on his own, walking in the night. It was night now, and he was just walking. And then this other person came. His name was Sprite, and he punched him in the face, and Pepsi got knocked out. So he went to the emergency room. And while he was in the emergency room, there was a dude there, well, a doctor, but the doctor couldn't really do anything because he was Dr. Pepper. So then there's another doctor came. His name was Dr. John. And then Dr. John asked him when Pepsi woke up what happened. And he said the punchline. But anyways, after that, after a couple of hours when he recovered and he left, and he still was on it, and so he continued on his mission, because he just took a break from eating he attempted to eat the watermelons. Now he's on his mission to start to find the carrot. So he went on a camel that happened to be sukkahs then, so he went on a sukkah on a camel. He was in a sukkah on a camel, and because it counts even though it moves, but not on Yom Tov. So, anyways, while I was on this camel and traveling, because he wanted to find the carrot. So he was traveling a while on this camel, and he was getting a bit tired, so he wanted to go have a bit of a break. So we went in this museum. I was looking around, and then he saw a group of students. Like, there's a school field trip, and then so the teacher was telling the students that, okay, you gotta peel your eyes and make sure and pay attention. And so all the pupils, the students, they peel their eyes. They literally peel their eyes. And they're bleeding with no cards. And literally, it was crazy. And it literally, like, their eyes were pupils. And then the pupils' eyes were bleeding. And then because those pupils had pupils, which then those pupils peel their eyes, which will also be bleeding. And there's a lot of pupils bleeding. And so That was crazy. And then all the people couldn't see, even though they wanted to see, but they couldn't see because they just peeled their eyes. And then they were bleeding. So Pepsi was a bit disgusted with this. And so he left. But then the camel just left because it feel like it. So he didn't have any camel on his journey to find the carrot. So he would walk on it by himself. And so he continued to walk, and he saw his friend's house after a while, and he decided to go. And his name was Chicken. I know that's a weird name, but his name is Chicken. And so he said, "Hi, Chicken." And so he was playing in his backyard where he has a pool. And then his brother, Turnip, pushed him in the pool. And there was a big splash. And you know what you call him? Bob. Because he bobbed into the pool. And then everyone was like, "Oh, let's call him Bob." So now Pepsi's new name is Bob. So now his name is Bob. And after that, Bob wanted to find the carrot and continue. So Bob continued to find the carrot. And so he walked more on his journey to find the carrot. And after a while, he got hungry. So Bob, he wanted a banana. But he didn't want to be Bob the banana. He just wanted to eat a banana. And so while he was there, waiting to get a banana because he felt like it, so there's a fruit man. And so Bob asked the fruit man, "Can I have a banana?" And the fruit man said, "Sure." And he ripped off a bunch of banana from the bunch. And yeah, he just ripped that off. And then he said, "Hey, that's what a ripoff on a pig." And he just left. Because why would someone give a ripoff? Like, why would someone sell stuff if it's not a good deal? Like, why make it not a good deal if you can make it a good deal? Like, obviously you want to make it a good deal, but obviously you want to get a lot of money. So I guess why don't people do that? You can just sell a pencil, like this pencil for $500 billion. Why don't people do that? Because it was money. It's genius. I don't know why people don't do it. This sells cheap stuff for expensive. Yeah, that's a genius idea. I guess, except for the fact that may be stealing. But I guess who's gullible enough to anyways do that? But anyways, he was on a. So Bob continued on his journey to find the carrot, and day after day, he was getting bored and more border and border, and he wanted a quick way to go to this place to get this magical carrot. And so after a while, he saw this person that could drive him to this place, but Bob didn't even know where the place was. He was just walking around the places and then hope that he would somehow find this random carrot and hope that somehow it's a magical carrot. So anyways, yeah, so he asked this person, it happened to be a taxi driver, let's say. Well, I'm making up the story, so I could say whatever. It's just, it's a fake story. This isn't a real story. I'm making it up on the spot. So anyways, so Bob asked this person, "Yo, can you give me a ride?" And the person said, "Sure. It'll be $500." But he didn't have it. So he said, "Okay, you could give me more, and then you could give me all you have now." Let's say, but Bob only had $3. We didn't even have that much. He had $3, but he had a lot of nitro type cash. But he didn't really let him give this person did not let Bob give him the nitro type cash. Like, why? It's such a good deal. Like, he was willing to give a million nitro type cash, but he didn't even allow. So Anyways, he had this $3, and he said, "Okay, well, when you get the money, then you could give it to me, but then because you're gonna give it later, you have to give $1,000." And Bob was like, "No, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. You can't do that." So then he just left, and he continued on the journey, and he went through deserts, and he was in the desert and walking. It was very hard and hot, and he was journeying. Yeah, and then he sojourned through a lot of places and through the jungle and a lot of places. And he was walking and walking. He was so thirsty and hot and tired. And then, out of nowhere, there are these evil zombie babies. And the evil zombie babies wanted to eat him alive. But Bob didn't want to be dead because he did not want to be was. He wanted to be is. Because why would he want to be was when he could be is? Because it is. And yeah. So he ran away from these evil zombie babies. But then they were coming to eat him. And they're chasing Bob. And Bob was running and running. But these evil zombies were going closer and closer to eat him. But then they're about to eat him. But then out of nowhere, a walrus came out of nowhere and then squashed the zombies. And then there were no more zombies to eat Bob. And then Bob was like, yay. But then the walrus started to go and eat him and chase after him. So Bob ran again and was trying to go away from the walrus. But then a horse came out of nowhere and squashed the horse. And the horse was tired and didn't feel like chasing Bob. So the horse didn't and said, yeehaw, because he felt like it. So anyways, after that, so Bob went on more and more, farther and farther to try to find this carrot. He didn't know where to look, but he was going more and more. And he was getting closer and closer to the carrot. And after a while, when he was in this random backyard of this random house, he saw this green thing from the ground, and he went closer and closer. And he was like, is this the carrot? And then when he was right there, he took this green thing, this grass, whatever it was, and he picked it up, and he pulled, and then he saw it was a carrot, but it wasn't the magical carrot. So he just threw it because he felt like it, and he cried. It was so sad. He was working so hard to try and find a carrot, but there's no carrot. He was crying so much, he made an ocean. And yeah, there's a lot of water because he cried and it caused an earthquake and a lot of people died. And after that, he sat down and he felt something weird when he sat down. And he looked behind him and he saw a carrot. But was it any carrot? It was the magical carrot. And he ate the carrot and became Bob the carrot. And then after that, this person, he was this interviewer, and he saw him eat the carrot. And then when he ate the carrot, he turned into Bob the carrot. And then Bob the carrot was a carrot whose name was Bob. And this interviewer caught had it on camera, and now he's famous. And everyone now knew about this person named Bob the Carrot. But because of that, a lot of people, for some weird reason, wanted to eat Bob the Carrot. For some weird reason. Including the interviewer. And so he chased Bob the Carrot. And Bob the Carrot was running away from this dude. He was running and running. And then he went into this small shed and he locked the door. And the interviewer could not go in. And then in the shed, he saw this weird red thing. He was a tomato. His name was Tom. He was Tom the tomato. And then a blue whale came out of nowhere and then squashed Bob the carrot and Tom the tomato, and then they died. The end. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.